Well, these awards are instituted in the memory of the late Ramnath Goenka, and therefore both the Indian Express and the award winners have a very high benchmark to live up to. Whenever I read my copy of the Indian Express, the first thought that crosses me is, if Ramnathji was there, would this have happened or would this not have happened? Because that's the benchmark. And similarly, the people who've got this award in his memory, I think will always have to bear that benchmark, which is of almost a gold standard as far as Indian journalism is concerned.
For the year 2013, the winner is Karma Samten Paljor from CNN IBN.
Yeah, this is the second time, and I know it's one of the most coveted awards. So yeah, it feels great to be recognized. I guess what it does for all of us is, make us want to go further. News was always a passion for me. I never believed in anything else but running after stories, and I love storytelling. There are all kinds of controversies going on right now. Talk about mediocrity in journalism. But what I strive to do even now, with all the pressures that are there in journalism, is tell a good story. And I think that has kept me above all the kind of pressures and the negativity that's there. And this award is going to make me carry on further and make me do good work, inspire me more.
I have to say that, one of the first newspapers I pick up every day is, in fact, the Indian Express. And these are challenging times for good journalism. So, congratulations.
The winner is Shamlal Yadav from the Indian Express.
Shamlal Yadav, Indian Express for 2013.
Preeti Chaudhary from Headlines Today.
So it feels fabulous to win the Ramnath Goenka Award for investigative reporting the year 2013. And why so? Because it is the most prestigious. When you pass out of journalism school, it's one award that you want on your resume. So the feeling is absolutely great. And especially the kind of people who've got it in the past. So, to see yourself, your name in the same is just outstanding.
I'm delighted to be on the jury for the Journalism Award, because Indian Express truly, amongst all the media across the country, is credible, it's fair, it's accurate, and the journalists take trouble to go through the story, to hear the facts, understand the facts, and write it in print. So it's a genuine newspaper, and I congratulate the Indian Express management for ensuring decades of accurate and fair reporting.
Congratulations and thank you.
Rahul Sabrawal.
It feels great. It means a lot. It's mostly thanks to the people I work with. So I'd mostly like to thank all of them. And yeah, without them, I couldn't have done it. Thank you. I hope it gives inspiration to other young people who basically keep working. And I guess one day it's always nice to win. So yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Well, we've been reading Indian Express for years and years, and for all of us, particularly those who saw the emergency and the struggles that Ramnathji went through, pioneering the cause of honest journalism, pioneering the cause of withstanding against injustice, I think Indian Express has always shown the way of good journalism. I compliment Indian Express for having instituted the Ramnath Goenka Awards, and I'm sure that all the journalists who are receiving these awards today will be encouraged to do their work more efficiently, much better, will be encouraged to report fearlessly, just like Indian Express has done over the years.
Srinivasan Jain from NDTV 24/7.
So it's a terrific thing. I mean, the Ramnath Goenka Awards really has come to signify the pinnacle as far as recognizing journalistic excellence is concerned. And also it comes from the Indian Express, which all of us look up to for the kind of journalism they do. So it feels really good.
The man himself was great. Fought for liberty, for independence of journalism, and fought emergency like hell. Sold everything to keep the paper going. And I know him personally at that time. So this award ceremony is a great tribute to that great man. And those who have won it really deserve it. And that's a good job done, and I keep it going.
Joint winners Isha and Riaz for 2013 and Isha for 2014. So Isha getting 2 awards.
Winner is Tashi Topgyal from the Indian Express.
It means a lot for me because I've been in this organization for 8 years and I've been in this field for 10 years. And it's like a total recognition for me of all these years of hard work that I've put into this field, into what I do, what I love doing best, photography.
Yeah, it's really nice because I'm working with so many journalists. Like I'm in a sports thing, and I visit that Chandigarh, that Indian Express office. So it's really nice, and जो fair है वो दिखता है because it's a common. They don't take any sides कि उसका ज़्यादा लिखो उसका और जो ज़्यादातर story है it's all positive. So yeah, I'm fan and that's why I'm here, man.
Excellence in Journalism Award personifies the spirit of Ramnath Goenka. I had great personal regards for him, and he is a textbook example of the famous expression of Advaniji. When other journalists were asked to bend, they prepared to crawl. But here was a man who stood with his head high during emergencies. When we were fighting for 3 freedoms as a student activist: individual freedom, press freedom, and judicial freedom. Therefore, in his memory, to have an award like this is a natural embodiment of the great spirit which he personified.
The winners are Dipankar Ghosh and VN Apurva from the Indian Express.
It's an honor, it's a privilege. We're in very, very esteemed company, and award like this just tells you that to keep doing the work that you try to do, you aspire to do, and frankly the Express at our workplace allows us and tells us to do so. I'm just very happy and very honored and very proud.
What about you, Apurva?
It's obviously an honor and a privilege to win an award like this. We're also very grateful to the publication we work in, so where we are allowed the kind of freedom to do the kind of work that we really want to do. Hopefully, for us at least, it's the first of maybe a couple of others, in the long run. But yeah, it's awesome.
The winner is Barkhadat from NDTV 24/7.
Well, it's wonderful. One has been honored with this award in the past as well. But I think it means a lot to me that it's that this time I've got the award for what's closest to my heart in my reporting life, which is Jammu and Kashmir. And it has been my beat for 20 years. And of course, this is an award which one takes very seriously because it's from peers, from a jury that one respects greatly. So Kashmir and that combination is wonderful.
What we need is a journalism that helps actually contribute to society, to social, political, economic development. That means we need better journalism. We have a culture, sadly, where we've been led by the nose by media that believes in sensationalism, prurience, voyeurism. We need to have better journalism in the country. And one way of ensuring better journalism is to recognize and reward good journalism. If you show
that those who do serious work, investigative work, deeply researched work, responsible work, come up with insights. If they get prizes, awards, applause, people, prestigious audiences applauding them, they feel inspired to do good work, whereas the people who are busy focusing on the sensational lurid headlines for the TRPs are not winning such awards. That in itself will help, I hope, change the media for the better.
The winner is Supriya Sharma from Scroll.in.
This is a great honor and I'm delighted to win for my work for Scroll.in. I'd imagine it's one of the rare honors for online journalism, which is relatively new in India, and I hope this is the first of many Goenkas for Scroll.
There's everything to like about Indian Express, and I have been reading it since my childhood. And especially after the new government which has come in Delhi, headed by Mr. Modi, I think so Indian Express is doing a fantastic job and putting out stories which are not appearing in other websites or newspapers. And that I find very interesting and very bold, especially in this atmosphere, to report each and every story which has a greater impact on secularism, on the ethos of this country. And other, in fact, the editorials and other stories on defense, internal security, fantastic.
Ravi Chaudhary from the New Indian Express.
आई थिंक कभी सोचा नहीं था कि इतना बड़ा अवार्ड और इतना बड़ा नाम रामनाथ गोयनका और इसमें मेरा नाम भी आएगा, तो बड़ी खुशी हो रही है.
I think it's wonderful to recognize their effort, the kind of dedicated efforts that they put in, the kind of research that goes into it, and it's a wonderful. It's wonderful that Indian Express, through these awards, recognizes all these aspects.
Rahul Kotiyal from Tehelka.
It feels very nice, and to be a part of the most prestigious award of the country. So it feels really very nice to be part of that fragrance of journalism.
Kuldeep Nair. In the 40th year of emergency, the Ramnath Goenka Foundation is pleased to honor Kuldeep Nair, who symbolized journalism's fight against the emergency, who, as editor, Express News Service, was jailed under the Maintenance of Internal Security Act for leading a protest against the emergency. Nair, whose journalism spanned over 5 decades, has several scoops, but the most remembered among them is his story The Indian Express broke on the morning of January 16th, 1976, that emergency would be called off and that fresh elections were likely to be held in March. Nair, who has also worked with The Statesman, wrote a popular syndicated column, Between the Lines, and authored several books including The Judgment and Beyond the Lines.
Well, it is the memory of the owner, that is Ramnath Goenka, a very courageous man, a man who was visionary in the sense that today's Express is really because of him. Even though whatever he held, he never influenced the paper. In fact, sometimes wrong news went to the paper and he would tell me and didn't know. But otherwise, he left us alone, and during the emergency, this was the only paper which stood up, and that is because we fought against the emergency, against the government, and Ramnath Goenka was at our back.
How does it feel to win this award today yourself, the Lifetime Achievement Award?
Well, it was a very good achievement of mine, you can say. I felt very elated that it was a recognition, and which is always valued.
Any message for the journalists of today?
Yes, journalists of today, I don't think they work hard. They should work hard, and also they should break stories. What is this? Mostly it is now table journalism. I don't think journalists of today go very much deep, very investigative, nothing, very little now. And so I feel very sad.